Yo, welcome back to another episode of Benfica After 90, man. We got a new house. We got a new house, man. It's looking good, right? Do you like what we did with the place? Yeah, who would have thought, right? Man, we're back for another episode of Benfica After 90. You know, the best post-game show really there is in English. I'll say that in English. But yeah, man, Luis, I'm here with Luis. Yeah, I'm here with Luis today. After a big win, I think it's a big win. I guess every win's a big win, wouldn't you?
3 points, man.
Right.
Yeah. I think due to what happened in the game, especially earlier on, I think we have this sort of like sour taste at the back of the throat. It's just like, it could have been 5, it could have been 3. Well, it could have been fucking hard. We could have, fucked it big time and dropped some points. We didn't. We looked decent, against what we had. We can't really. We can only go against what's there. So yeah, positive thinking, positive game, and definitely some great positive attitudes as well. I saw from some players. Yeah,
definitely. You said it right though, man. It feels like with a game like that, you go up a man early, and it felt like we should have had a little bit more. It felt like we left a little bit out on the table today, but like you said, man, it was some positives today you can take from the game, certain players, like you said, man, the score line, as we can see there at the bottom ticker, 2-0. Lucca Waldschmidt scored in the 38th, and Chuck scored in the 43rd, man. When he scored that first goal, I'm not gonna lie, I thought like, okay, we're gonna have a hat trick kind of day, you know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, it's gonna be one of those second half, he's gonna put 2 more in the back of the net. But we go up a man. Let's just start there. We go up a man early. Benfica starts. As a matter of fact, you know what? This is what happens when you don't have Mario here to
line up. Yeah.
To kind of We forgot about the lineups. We don't have the lineup. You're the lineup kind of guy. Like I said, we don't have the lineup yet because we're in a new home, if you will. So we're still getting the kinks out. But I do got the lineup. Yeah, we're trying. Yeah, trial and error, man. It is what it is. But I do have the lineup here. Just give me a second here. Benfica played 4-4-2 today. And you know what, man? I'm going to just say it. Nobody can tell me any different. This team is a 4-4-2 team. That's just my opinion. Looking at the space, it's just a 4-4-2 team, and it should be played that way. And we'll start up top today. We'll go with my main man, Chuck. We got Wally up top, partner with him. PZ, João Mario, Mete, and Everton made the midfield. And Gilberto, Otamendi, Maratu got to start today for an injured Vertonghen. Excuse me, Vertonghen. I'm thinking because Verissimo's out, not out, but got some rest today. But there is some news about Verissimo we'll get into a little later. Gil Diaz played left back, and Vladi between the pipes today. Any issues with the lineup, bro?
I was surprised with some of the absences. Like I was surprised not to see Gonçalo, maybe Verissimo. Obviously, we get into it, but Verissimo definitely a big surprise. Yana knew he's injured, right? So I was expecting to see Morato. The thing is, I was a bit concerned with the lineup, with Verissimo and stuff. But when I saw 4-4-2, I was like, okay, all right, okay. Well, I can see that. That's fine, and. No Grimaldo. You got to look at this team and think we had a lot of changes, man. You had no Grimaldo, you had no Diogo, you had Gilberto, you had
Mete and João Mario. Mete and João Mario, that was the first time playing.
A new duo, playing with each other like that. That came out weird. Verissimo at the back, Otamendi, Morato. They haven't really played together. You got Waldschmidt and Yaremchuk up front. They never played together, so It was a lot of changes. Yeah. It could have been. That's what I'm saying. We go to the chat later on. I get people are upset. It should have been 5. It should have been 6. It could have been 10. But you have to realize, like last season, you took 1 or 2 players, you're in trouble. You know, you talk like Weigl, and that's it. You have no idea what the fuck midfielder is going on again. Like, you take one defender, and you're like, fuck, you know. So the fact that we can, you know, have this sort of, we changed so much, right? Like, there's players, like you said, like Morato and Otamendi, they barely played together, you know. And so I think it's positive.
Louis, it's not a lot of turnover on these teams, but on this team, but it's those positions, those new guys in certain positions that mean so much to the squad, right? João Mario and Mete make up the midfield now, right?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it's the same team all around, but Mete and João Mario make up the midfield, and then you got Chuck and Wally, right? They like you said, they've never played together. This is Chuck's first match, if you will. You know what I mean? This is Chuck's first match, so there's gonna be some growing pains here. Right, to compare this team to our rivals, if you will, right? A team that's kind of the teams that have been together for a little bit, right? If you look at the teams like Sporting, you look at Porto, those players have. It's the same shit. It's the same team, is what I mean. It's the same team for a second year in a row. They didn't have a lot of turnover. We had turnover just in important places today. And if you look at the game, it was a dominant performance. I just think efficiency. I think that's going to be my word for this year. Efficiency, man. We got to be more efficient.
Can I just say a lot more? Because JJ said something very true at the end. Whilst you pull the numbers up, he said like against stronger teams, you know, Champions League and even in the league, you're not going to get those many chances, man. And you got to make it count a lot more. We had you got to bring up the numbers, I know, but I must have 17 cleared. Like, this is clear chances, you know, great chances, and it's like you hit the post a couple times. You know, there you go. We got it on the screen now, but here's so many chances.
Here is the player ratings. Like I said, it's a little different here. We're trying to get the full screen next time for you guys, but we got the player ratings. We'll start there. You know what I mean? Looking at the ratings. I mean, Vladi got a 5.5. I mean, he really didn't do anything. That's the one that stands out. Gilberto 5.7. Pizzi, you know, I guess this is warranted. But you know, for as much possession as we had, and let's go there for a second. I mean, Jesus, man.
Yeah. No, 17. I was actually on the back. I was bang on it, man.
Yeah. Look at that. 17 shots, 5 on goal. You know, that's mad. That's terrible. I mean, not terrible. I mean, we won the game, my man down, but you got to be more efficient in front of goal, man. It felt like at some times in the match, it felt like we were just kind of practice. It looked like practice. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a killer mentality. It did. You know, it looked like they were just out there practicing, and maybe that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Maybe that's a good thing. But I don't know. You know, I don't know if that's going to cut it, you know, when you're playing better competition. You got PSV coming up on Tuesday. You know what I mean? So how hard are you going to play? You know, I mean, there's a lot of things go into, you know, how hard you think, you know, the team played today. But was there any surprises that you had? Let's go to chat real quick. The reason I asked that is because we got Zach Silva today. With Gil Diaz was surprising. You know, he's a surprising move at fullback. It could work. What do you think about that? Gil Diaz at left back today.
It surprised the heck out of me, dude, because I don't see. We've been so used to Grimaldo. We've been so used to relying on Grimaldo. It's just, you know, it's that position that you know he's gonna play. You know, it's like, for a long time there are certain positions where you knew you could count on players, and left back was definitely Grimaldo. Seeing Gil Diaz there, like I've heard good things about, like, you know, Joe goes on about him all the time, like how he knows he's good signing and stuff. And it was good. He could have scored today as well. I don't want to focus too much on today because, like, again, we were playing against 10 men from like 5-10 minutes in, something like this, you know. So it is. I don't want to focus. You know, but he had a good game. He had a good game. It was solid. I like to point out as well, like as we're going through the defense, Morato had a good game. Because if you think about, you know, putting a new kid there and not missing Vertonghen or Verissimo, or not saying, like, just the fact that I didn't have to look at the guy and say, oh, man, I wish Verissimo was there. Or I wish Vertonghen was there. Or I even like, I wish Ruben Dias was still here. You know, I didn't miss him. Again, we're playing against Arouca. We got to remember that. But still, like I watched it against. I think they played Sturil last week, and they had a good like. I think they would be hard done by the referee, and maybe that's the second game they're hard done by the referee. You know, some people may say, but
And you know what? Talk about the referee. Let's go and we got a lot of the Gil Diaz ripping the t-shirt. He had his best Hulk Hogan impression. If you follow me on Twitter,
right?
He was out there. I mean that's frustration. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, there's some Portuguese out there thinking like, oh, you don't rip the jersey. You know, I'm like, there's some like you don't rip the jersey. But he played a good game, and I could tell that was some frustration. But let's go to the referee real quick. We had a big moment, the big moment in the match. We're all talking about 10 up. Let's talk about how we got to 10 men, right? The keeper comes out of the box. And at first, I don't know what it was. At first, I thought, I'm like, that's not a red card foul, right? Like, there's no way. Like, I'm thinking, like, here we go. Here comes the criticisms. Here comes the bullshit, right? But then they play the replay again, and I'm listening, and I'm like, okay, so he got the red card for handball, right? So I see the replay, and it's a bonehead mistake, guys. Like, I don't think you can excuse the keeper for making that type of mistake, if you will.
I think the only thing, and I'm gonna try and be as much like I want to try and be like fair here. I think if it's the other way around, I'ma be pissed. Because the first thing I'm going to say is there's no advantage on an offside. It's offside. That's it. The game is stopped, and there's a free kick. The linesman puts a flag up for offside. The ref sort of doesn't whistle because you play to the whistle, and it wasn't. And it whistle, and the keeper puts the ball forward to like, all right, free kick. And I think the only reason Yaremchuk reacted is because there's one of the defenders, like center midfielders, that runs down towards the ball to take the free kick. And Yaremchuk was like, wait, the referee hasn't whistled, so I can just play on. And that's what happened. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. For me, it's an offside play. There's a free kick. The game should have stopped. That's a free kick. And even going back to VAR, you could have been like, no, that's offside. We were going to have a free kick. And I would have been okay with it. But then being a Benfica and seeing how last season went for us, where everything went against us, every decision, every penalty, every yellow, everything. The goal, for example, the goal that Waldschmidt scored, for me, that's a goal because Rafa doesn't play shit. He puts his foot around and tackles Rafa. And, so
the ball comes off the defender.
I'm not trying to defend the referee. I'm not trying to defend Benfica. If you ask me, no, it should have been a goal, a free kick. It's an offside. Yaremchuk is in an offside position. The goalkeeper thought the game had stopped because from an offside there's no advantage. It shouldn't be played on. Fine. Do I give a shit? No, because how many times has it happened to us? How many times have we had stupid decisions that we sit here and thinking like, how can that go against us? So, and to be honest, with all the respect to Arouca, it changed the game in terms of how many players they defended with, in my opinion, because they, it wasn't like they got into attack. They were going to defend, try a ball over the top, and bosh. I think it only changed. Instead of defending with 11, they defended with 10. That's everything that changed.
I agree. And I was going back in the chat. Andrew Costa said he thought like before that it could have been 0-0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could have been 0-0 if that hadn't happened. Because like you said, they were defending a lot. 80% possession. You know what I mean? You've seen that for the last – you've seen that the last two games, Liga games for Benfica. And we look at the score line and something's amiss, right? Something's amiss. Zach Silva thinks that we need a killer in the midfield. It won't be enough to take us far in the Champions League. Pizzi and Mario are good, but they're not killers. What do you think about that?
I'm more focused on having a killer in front of goal. I think with the likes of Weigl, Mario, yes, I fully understand what you're saying about like fitness and stuff. These guys will be dead by Christmas. They'll be absolutely out. If they play one out, one in, they'll be absolutely out. But with the likes of Rafa, Gonçalo Ramos, Yaremchuk, if we have those players finishing their dinner, you know, I think as long as we got a solid, not a finishing, but a solid midfield, like with Mate. Mate was solid today, man. I saw a lot more from Mate today than I saw the last game. He was going forward. He got a bit of confidence as well. Like, he's like, you know what? I've shown I can defend. Now I'm going to go and start dribbling a little bit, go up front. I think if he carries on that way and we show him confidence and the coach likes him, he can become like a really nice box to box almost. You know, like I wouldn't say finisher, no, but like a good creative-ish midfielder, you know, because he's got the body. I mean, like 1 minute in, you just see this guy stand up. He literally just stood up, and the other guy just fell to the ground. And I just started laughing.
What though? Like, you know what? Today, I liked him. I think he's very disciplined.
I loved him. I like him. Yes.
Here's what I think goes along with why this team sometimes there's some disconnect, right? And I'm not putting it, this is going to sound so crazy. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But Maratu, Otamendi, and Mete with the ball at their feet coming out of the back. When you have so much possession, right? Everybody's in on the play. They're so terrible with the ball at their feet. I thought like Mete made a couple bonehead mistakes, a couple bad passes. You know, he was trying to, you know, maybe go out of character, maybe do things that, you know, fuck it, right? We're dominating this team. Let me try this. I get that, but it was bad. There's a moment there with Maratu, and I thought it was Otamendi because I've said it before. Otamendi's just bad with the ball at his feet. Right? He just makes bad decisions. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm only putting it on them so much because you see them with the ball a lot. Like when you have that much possession, we're playing on their side of the pitch, right? I think. Like he said, he's like they said, we need a killer. I don't think Mete's a killer, is what I mean in the midfield, right? Because I think he should just stay where he's supposed to. His like, you know, stay back while attacking kind of player. You know what I mean? Like let him play with his midfield. Like let him play right in front of those center backs and be an outlet. Yeah, be an outlet to them, right? Don't give the center backs too much space. Like, stay in your position. Don't give them too much space to make decisions. And then be an outlet. Like, you know, Fejsa. I'm not calling him Fejsa. Please don't get me wrong. But he was never an offensive guy. He was just an outlet. Right?
Yeah, but see, I can see Mate being like Fejsa. I wouldn't say as strong, maybe, but like being like a killer at the back, but having just a pinch more. Because Fejsa, let's be realistic. I saw Fejsa like miss a tap in at the lose against Porto in the 88th minute. Everyone thought we're going to win it. And he just skied it. And it was almost like no one cared. Almost everyone's like, what would you expect? That's Fejsa, you know? And I'm not saying I can see Mate scoring that, but I can see Mate having a little bit about himself, like a little move, a little step over, a little, you know, how do I like a bit Matic? You know, the difference between Matic and Fejsa, where Matic has a body, and every now and then you see a step over or something. You know, he's not going to score insane. Like, well, actually, Matic has a couple of insane goals. But you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I was really impressed by Mate. I'm going to be honest. Like, I see a lot of people impressed, and it's only his second game. He's not played in the league in Oz before. He's had changes because our midfielders never really like worked that way before. And again, we played with Lucca, I know, but it was great to see him, you know.
Yeah, let me just ask, and this is for you and for everybody in the chat, and we just want to shout out the chat, man. We really appreciate all the interaction and the people live. Weigel's better than Mate, no?
You see, okay, let me. I know the chat is gonna have the chat is gonna go.
I know like, that no was like a
before
question
the chat
mark, right?
Says
that was a no. No,
I don't want the chat to like put ideas into my head. I want to literally cover the chat with my hand for a second. For me, bottom line, yes, Weigl is better than Mate. But when you put them side to side, and Weigel's had a year with us, right? And he's also like with me as well. The big difference is I like my CDMs to be big and strong, and Weigel's not. And that's, I think, it's a huge thing that Weigl lacks. Is like he's good with his feet. I think he's better with his feet. I'm not sure about the dribbling, but Mate just. Like, I have more confidence with Mate because he's stronger, you know. He can just sit there and go, you know, and just tear you down. With Weigl is like, I don't know, man. I can't explain it. He's good, yes. But if he's, okay, let's put it this way. If there's Mate against Lukaku, I see it as like a 60-40. If it's Lukaku versus Weigl, I see it as an 80-20. You know what I mean? Like, there's an 80% chance Lukaku's just going to drop Weigl. You know, if it's Mate, there might be a chance where, I don't know, he doesn't drop him as easy. I think that's a big difference.
Yeah, I think Weigel's number one. I think he's the starter. I think, yes, I agree with you. He's got Mate is physically, he's more of a physical presence, no doubt about it. And you know what? Real quick, nice jersey, brother. That's an amazing. I love
this
that white jersey.
Oh, new bro. One.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I just had to.
Okay,
I'm talking to you. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking to you. I'm looking at you. I'm like, damn, that's nice. You know what I mean? That's a nice kid.
Actually, you know what? I'll wait for her, and then I'll
yeah. So Weigl, to me, just I get the physical presence, but Weigl to me is more of a. He's more of a skilled play. He's more skillful. He's a better baller. Like, he's a better footballer. Like, he just offers a little bit more. And we've seen him next to João Mario, and I like that. I like that pairing a lot more than I like Mete and João Mario today. That's just me.
I think bottom line, it's a very good problem to have. The fact that we sat here, that we sat here 2 games in, and you're saying Weigl, and I'm also saying Weigl, but if I'm being completely honest with my head, I'm saying Mate, because he's just the sort of defensive midfielder I like. I like strong, black man. Yeah. No, but but I like. Do you know what I mean? I like strong, Fraser, Matic. Sure. I like these guys that just go, what? What are we gonna do? You know? And because I have Rafa, I have hopefully Everton, which we'll go into Everton, but like all these players that can carry the ball forward and have their fast feet, that's fine. So João Mario, I'll have Mate here just going and body you off the ball, just scaring you because he's there. You know, Weigel's not gonna scare me. If I'm playing against Weigl, he's not gonna scare me. He might make me, he might tackle me, but he's not gonna scare me. I was gonna say that,
yeah.
Mate, he's gonna scare the shit out of me. If I'm he's gonna break my legs, you know. But it's a great problem to have, man. In my opinion, it's a great problem to have.
So I'm just going to the.
Are you there? Oh, I thought something happened.
No. I'm going to the chat here. It's a good competition. Yeah, like it seems like the chat's agreeing with you, man. That's a good competition, great squad depth, and a comparative team. That's a good point. I think even though the physicality is different, they kind of play in that same. They're very disciplined players. Both Weigl and Mete are very disciplined players, which leaves a guy like Florentino Luis. You know, a lot of people are calling for him, but look, man, these guys, they complement the team a little bit better. And João Mario in the midfield, that's the beautiful thing. You could put either player next to João Mario, and I know we need more from the midfield, as they said it earlier in the chat, you know, and I put it up for everybody to see. PZ and João Mario in the midfield aren't Champions League, you know, midfielders. I agree with that, but that's why I'm saying this team's a 4-4-2 team, man. You know, I think it creates more depth.
I understand.
It creates more space. Yeah, it creates more space for each of the players to play. And João Mario likes to play with a lot of space around him. He gets the knock. João Mario gets the knock that he doesn't play against good teams. He doesn't play well against good teams, defensive teams. Okay, right. But you can't. Then that means you have to adapt to his play style, right? If João Mario, you went to get João Mario out, and he's your maestro. He's the maestro, right, of the team right now. Would you agree with that? He's a maestro. Yeah. Give that maestro space. You know what I mean? Don't put 3-4 guys next to him, right? Because when you play that way, now you got, and I like Gonçalves, but now you got Gonçalves up there. Now you have, you know, Weigel's in the middle, and then you have PZ comes, like, it's too much. It's too much. It's not enough space for him to do his thing. You know what I mean? And in a 4-4-2, you have Wally and you have Chuck. And say what you will about Wally, and I know he's been one of those players that, man, you know, I wish he was better. But you look at the end of the season, and the guy has got 12 goals. You're like, what the fuck? You know, and I'm not saying that's a lot, but that 12 goals is solid for a secondary striker. You know what I mean?
I just want to say, because you mentioned Wally, and I don't want people to hate me for this. His second goal, or our third goal, was the very, very first time in my lifetime that I didn't want that goal. And the reason was, like, he had so many other chances, people trying their hardest, and then he scores. And I swear to God, I was there, I'm thinking, oh, for fuck's sake, man. Like, how does a ball bounce to this geese and it just taps in the net? Fine. It happens sometimes. We'll talk about Chorizo later on and stuff like that. Another couple of things I want to say. SLB EES is that Petit. Petit was awesome. And it was a small white kid, and it's about attitude. And I get that. I fully get that. We've had, even in like Pep is not, Pep is, it's all I just don't see Weigl being that guy that to go, one-on-one just with somebody, I want to break your leg, Yeah. And quick one as well. What was it? João Mário could be huge this season, Andrew Costa said. And I realized today something that I love about João Mário, and something that I said a lot of times on this pod, how sometimes Benfica to swap the flank, right? So you'd have, let's say, Grimaldo with the ball would go all the way down to Ruben Dias, then Ruben Dias to Otamendi, let's say Otamendi, then all the way down to Gilberto. Then he'll go up to Pizzi, then to the Rafa, and he will just do little like passes, and the ball will just really slowly travel from side to side. João Mário doesn't do that. So if you have, let's say, Everton with the ball, and he passes to João Mário, if Pizzi is open on the wing, he's going to ping that ball to Pizzi. And it may not look like that, but that, I don't know, a couple of seconds that you gain from passing the ball straight from the middle to the wing instead of passing it to somebody else, and then the wing creates that sort of counter-attackish mindset of like, I have the ball on the wing, the defenders are still sort of like halfway up instead of being all the way back, and I can cross this ball. And that's pretty much what happened in the second goal with the Yaremchuk tucking it in the net. I thought it was offside. I'll be honest with you. I waited. Oh, no offside. Great goal. But that was what's happened. We moved the ball side to side, and we didn't have to go pinpoint every single player. We went middle, right, middle, left, middle, right. Not middle again, back a bit, middle forward, and then left.
You know what I like about João Mário is the like when he receives the ball in the midfield, he knows where the player is. He'll almost wait for that contact, right, from the player to get behind him to make that pass, which takes a player out of being able to, run past and get into defensive transition, right? Because he kind of stalls him. He holds up midfield play. And I think that's what I really like about him. Like a guy, in compared to, I like to opt off the bench. I know I got a tweet.
He scored today. He scores.
He did. He did.
That'll be nice.
From my boy Daniel Alves on Twitter, Daniel_Alves 202. He asked me, he's like, can we just score? Can we? He asked me if he got the 90. Can we just sell Taarabt? But I really think Taarabt has found a spot here in the midfield. You know what I mean? Like as a bench player, as a bench player, for sure, as a backup, man. Yeah, you got a guy like João Mário. He's gonna need some rest. You make him, you have him come in, and you tire out the defense. He was like revert. He turned back the clock a little bit today.
No, yeah, for sure, man. I've always had this like weak spot for Taarabt. Always, since AC Milan, QPR. You mentioned it. I've always liked the geezer, and when it's like, oh, he's coming on. Oh, okay, please score a goal. I don't know, man. There's always like that's there's a player where you think like it's the same thing as like let's say André Almeida, which I guess is a good segment to go into. I fucking love André Almeida, dude. I clapped him on. I clapped him on. That's my chorizo.
Look, I tweeted, if you don't when he comes in, because I know he was coming in. You could see him on the bench. I tweeted, if you don't stand up for this man when he comes into this match, I just don't really understand. Like, I get there's been a lot of criticisms about him, but you have to love the fact that he's still there. Like, this son of a bitch ain't going away, bro. Like, he's still there.
His crossing is decent, bro. I never realized his crossing was that good.
He came in and was killing it, man. He was
Dude,
absolutely killing it. Silver AA.
Gonçalo could have had like at least a hat trick of just crosses from Almeida, you know. So it was actually.
Yeah,
really,
he didn't
by
hit
the
the
way,
fucking
you were
pole.
saying again. You're saying about this top. Just want to shout out. Like my girlfriend actually bought both. She bought herself the white one and mine the red one. And then I was like, "No, I'll have the white one." And then she was like, "No, I look better in red." So that's the brand. That's this season's. By the way, that's Marcella. By the way, do you want to say hi? You can say hi.
I know, but I'm not listening to something that's proper loud.
She's delayed because she's watching the show on that side. That's the new one, the 21-22, and that's the first kit. This is a second kit, so we're proper repping, and he just became a socio, like a paying member of Benfica. Like,
oh, nice.
Yeah. It's getting there.
Have you registered? Have you registered?
Nah, I don't want to talk about it.
You get there, my friend.
I don't want to fucking talk about it. I'll get there. When I get there, I'll get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to show up to the fucking offices. But nice guy. I'm glad. Speaking of the kits, real quick, I'm glad they got rid of that orange red kit from last year. That's a kit that I'm gonna be easily forgetting about. I could care less.
I mean, I've got the white one.
It was a bad year. It was a terrible year for Benfica. That's one of the kits that I will always just, I'm over it. I'm glad it's gone.
It's a kit that I don't mind not having. It's one of those where, you know what? Fine. I have the black one, the Raiders one, the one that you have as well. Yeah. Right, I have that. And I usually always buy the away kit. And then depending on how the season goes, I'll buy the first kit. This is definitely one that I don't give a shit about. You know, like I was like, no, keep it.
The white one from last season. The white one from last season was nice.
That was actually not bad. Yeah.
I said it gave me that white Ranger.
I may still get it at some point. Yeah. When it's like it's on sale, you know, like
When it's on classic football shirts, that's when I'm gonna buy it. So yeah, man. So look, today Benfica goes. We win. We get the 3 points. You know, it is what it is. It was we left more. I think we left a lot to be desired on the pitch, but that's gonna come, man. That's gonna come. Yeah, we're gonna have one of those 5-0 games, one of those explosions. It's just a matter of time.
Let's have a 10-0, bro. Let's have a 10-0 again. I'm within that 10-0 again, man.
Yeah, I mean, Nacional, we didn't Benfica beat Nacional about 5-0.
5-0, yeah, the B team.
That's 15-0. The last 2 times that's 15-0 the last 2 times we played.
Not even Bayern can do that. Fuck the lot of you, man. 15-0.
Yeah, I'm with it. So look, man, you want to do the chorizo of the match? You want to do?
We can do
that. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna get straight into it because again, we don't have the the video.
We'll. Hey, write it down.
We don't have. We will. Right, we will. Again, this is the new house. This is the new
I like the new house. It smells nice.
I love it, man. I love it. It's easy. It's easy. Discord. Look, you want to. It's gone. Yeah, we had to murder.
Oh Discord, yeah. I've been saying to Mario, like, obviously we talk a lot, like off air.
Over.
I get it. And I said, like, I was the first one. You know that. We spent like what? Me, you, and Mario. We spent a good 5 or 6 hours on Discord trying to make it work. And I don't regret that because at that time that was the right decision. But now with StreamYard, man, like we got the beautiful background, we got the cameras working perfectly fine, the names. We get Mario in here, we get Vovó, cook some feijoada. We'll be good, man. We'll be good.
And you know what? This is gonna be a lot easier to get a lot of you guys on. You people in the chat. You know what I mean? Guests, right? Just a link, you come in and we're good to go. You know what I mean? We're following suit as other Benfica podcasts have done, man. We're just, we're trying to stay keep it on the level playing field, man. We're trying to, because we have our, 14, 15 people who come in and rock with us every time we go live. So we appreciate that, man.
And as you said about that, I'll just drop the Twitter handle. Guys, we don't bite. We're like people on. So whether I'm whether I'm here, Mel was here, Mario, whatever, we're always. I mean, look at Ethan. Ethan hit us up on Twitter, right? He's part of the bloody furniture now, man. Like he can't be here today because it's late for him and stuff. I get it, but
we're starting a BA90 gang.
We'll have 11 aside. You know what?
Yeah. We're gonna have our own clock.
We'll be playing Benfica, bro. Benfica against Benfica after 90. Imagine that. Like Champions League final.
Let's do it.
Like that's it. Let's go. Chorizo's the match, bro.
All right, man. So you go ahead. I'll let you rock
Yeah?
with it, man, because I know you wanted to get into that earlier. Yeah, you had mentioned.
Yeah, I am.
You had a-
I'll tell you what, I'll leave my chorizo for the end. I'll say my man of the match is definitely going to be Yaremchuk, just because. I mean, my man's got a goal. He's got an assist. He was fire. You know, we can't forget that it's his second game. Like he's come from the Euros as well. He hasn't had much time to rest. He had to adapting to a new country, to a new reality, to a new league, to new teammates. Everything it can be tough, man. And he hasn't. I mean, in 2 or 3 weeks, he might turn out to be shit. But right now, he's been doing great. And it's good to see. So he's my man of the match. My play of the match is obviously going to be the second goal. Yaremchuk's goal, 43rd minute, as you can see down below. Just because great cross from Pizzi, great goal from Yaremchuk, but it's yet and more of João Mario, more of the midfield working together. Not all these like, let's keep the ball for 15 minutes and bore everyone to sleep to the point they'll be sleeping or we'll just kick the ball and it'll go in, you know. And then Sergio's got it pretty spot on, man. The chorizo is the refs, because the refs for 2 games in a row have been absolutely awful. Arouca did get the worst side of it today. But for me, the real chorizo, and I went out this morning, this afternoon. I went to Asda, which is like Target, basically. And I bought some Cebola, because I thought, you know what, Everton's going to score a goal today. And I forgot the guy was playing. At one point, I actually looked at the pitch and I thought, did he come out at halftime? I forgot he was playing. And, you know, this guy, he came from Brazil. We had a lot of hype for him. It was 20 million that we spent. That 20 million for Benfica is quite a lot of money. I still remember spending 7 million for Samaris and everyone going absolutely crazy. So, yeah, for me, Everton gets chorizo of the match. He didn't do anything. He had one shot, basically. He had that one shot that I was like, oh, I got excited after that, actually. But that was it. And honestly, if you said to me now, oh, he came out at halftime, I'd have been like, yeah, no, I can see that, but he didn't. Because at one point, I know he came out at some point, but I wasn't even paying attention because it's definitely my big chorizo. Why laughing?
Before I jump into my chorizo match, I just want to comment on Everton. I don't think Everton knows how to play without the ball.
That's a good shout. Actually.
I'm serious. Yeah. I'm serious. I don't think he knows like what to. You ever see Talladega Nights?
What?
Talladega Nights with Ricky Bobby with Will Ferrell, the racing movie.
Oh yes. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, I'm sure the part where he's on the interview and he don't know what to do with his hand.
Yeah, yes, I got you.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it just keeps going up. I think Everton just don't know what to do.
I tell you what, that's a good shout. Yes.
Because I seen a lot of clips, man. I seen a lot of videos and things like that of Everton. And when I watched him on his team, or was it Grêmio or whatever? I don't know. I don't speak Brazilian. But I know. That's what I was. He played with the ball. The ball was played through him. You know, he got to do give and go. He got to play through the middle of the pitch. He had the Pizzi role. He was Pizzi over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where Pizzi got to play, Pizzi got to come in. He had the Pizzi role. But I'm gonna go with my man of the match real quick. I'm gonna go with Chuck. Yeah, Chuck was nice. I liked him. The play of the match as well. It goes together. The setup, João Mario to him. I mean, he's not just one of those strikers who are always looking to just put his head up and shoot, which is what we want sometimes. But he's smart. He's intelligent. He has intelligent play, and it was a very smart pass. And he gave it. He gave it to him on a silver platter. So Wally, another guy who could really have been the player of the match as well. The way he played today, it was really. He just knows where to be. It seems like he always falls into a goal, but I'm all right with that. Like I said it before, he's like the Kramer, right? He's got the hair, He's the Kramer of Benfica, right? He just falls ass backwards into fucking, goals, which is fine with me as long as we keep winning. My choice of the match, man, it was. I'm gonna give it to Everton as well.
It's easy. It's one of those where
it's easy to give it to Everton.
Yeah.
Because now that I think about it, like Morata was his first real start in a long time. Otamendi was pretty solid. Gilberto, as they said in the chat, was.
I liked Gilberto today. I'm sorry, I liked him. I did too. Gilberto.
I did too. I call him Godberto. When we're here at the house, I call him Godberto. That's what he's known here in the house as. Godberto. Yeah.
Yes.
That's Godberto, bro.
It's like every time I see how people call Son from Tottenham. Everybody around here calls him Sonaldo.
Ronaldo.
But that's it. That's the only player. But no. Sorry, I interrupted you. But honestly, Gilberto today, I know it's almost like I want to say, you know what? Okay, you scored a goal. You've been showing up that you actually care for your position at least, right? Okay, I'll give you that little call. I know in a couple of weeks I'm gonna be like, why the fuck did I give him that? Why did I give him that? But you know what? So far he's been
or
solid.
Or in a couple of weeks you'll be like, now I know why I gave him that.
Hopefully
he has another goal in the Champions League, brother. He's got a Champions League goal. He's like the leading scorer almost in Champions League.
Where's Messi?
Tied.
Where's Messi?
He's tied. He's tied
Messi
for goal scorer in the league. And Gil Diaz, there's a shout out for Gil Diaz in the chat. Again, there's
But the chat
Rainy Entertainment. What's up, brother? Welcome.
Appreciate that, man. Fair play to the chat. We've been popping.
Chucky, I don't know. Chucky, we don't call him Chucky. We don't have Chucky. It's Chuck.
Chucky was Servi. Servi was like
Chucky was Servi. Yeah, Chucky was Servi. That's Chucky. Chucky. No. That's his name is Chuck.
Chuck.
Good luck, Chuck.
What the fuck, Chuck?
What the fuck, Chuck? Yeah, that's him, man. That's him. So yeah, man. Look, I think today, or the new house, the new setup, I think it looked wonderful. It made it easier. And next time, there's gonna be a lot more. A lot more fucking. We can add clips and we could do a bunch of shit, man.
I'm not gonna
Let us know real quick in
disclose.
the chat what you guys like. You like the new setup? Does it look
Yeah,
good?
that's a good chat.
What are you guys thinking, man? I could put you guys here at a hand right away. If I
And
didn't
even
look.
if they're watching, because I know some people.
If I don't like what you said, I could just take it right off the screen. I don't like that. So take it right off. You know what I mean? The easy. It's beautiful. What you got to say? You know what I mean?
I'd say as well.
How did Benfica play today?
I know some people watch this later because we're going a little bit earlier today. So if we're not live and you're catching up the show later, feel free to leave a comment down below. I mean, I can speak for myself. I always read the comments. I got notifications as soon as BN90 gets a comment. I come on and check what it says. I always like to reply. I may reply under the 21 account, and if I do, I'm sorry, but it's us. But yeah, looks dope. Great improvements. So fuck yeah, man. Wednesday is our next game. Tough game. I don't know if you want to talk a bit about that, but that's a very tough game. They're coming from 6 wins, dude. They haven't lost 6 games.
You missed the last show. You were sleeping. No problem. I get it.
Sorry.
I get it. No problem.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. The alarm went off. I swear to God. I went, no, yeah, fuck that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't have the strength.
I said I'm really happy. I'm really happy about the matchups. I like Benfica to get tested. If I'm gonna watch Benfica, I want to. You know what I mean? I don't want to play. Yes, we got to play the Spartak, but we play PSV and we go in. That gives me a lot of confidence going into whatever group we have. Because PSV, a lot of people are telling me. My buddy came over yesterday. He's like, "Man, you guys play PSV? They could beat you." I was like, "Okay, yeah, all right. I mean, yeah, they could. We could beat them too. You know what I mean? But if we did beat a team like PSV, it'll give me a lot of confidence against." I'm not no comparisons, but I'm saying like the Inters of the world and, maybe the AC Milans of the world, just depending on how the groups go. I forget the group stages, but it'll give me a lot of confidence, man. Benfica can go in there and do their fucking job. Do their job and qualify. Get this $30 million. Get this $40 million.
Yeah, no.
30. Get the 30
the same way you said you like tests and you'll give us, the fans, confidence. It gives the players confidence. If you're out there playing some, no offense, but you're playing some, like Tel Aviv or some shit from Israel, yeah, you win and stuff, but, it feels easy. You go out there, you beat PSV. You think, come on. I mean, we have got a team in our hands this season. So, you know, I'm keen. I'm going to be shitting myself like always. Wednesday, I'm going to be sat there thinking, but fuck it. You know, we got a good result.
Real quick to the chat, Winger Jay wanted to know if we speak Portuguese. Luis does speak Portuguese.
Yes,
I just listen. I just listen to.
He speaks Brazilian.
Portuguese. Yeah, I speak Brazilian. Yeah, Grêmio, whatever they say. So yeah, man, we'll put. So now that we got the new setup, we'll put the SAP. You know, we'll put the SAP button down. Maybe we can get some Portuguese. What is it? Captions, closed captioning. We do the little closed captioning for you. Have the little, we could try to pull that off. You know what I mean? Or we'll have just a real translator.
No, I think, bro, you know, as much as I do, I've been talking to Mario about StreamYard. I don't know if you realize, but it's better for me and you as well, because you're the way in California, enjoying the sun and the beach, right? I'm all the way in
sunlight. That ain't a light. You know what I mean?
That ain't sunlight,
bro. The sunlight right there. It's 80 degrees.
It's 80
I think that's
degrees.
maybe like 20 degrees. I don't know. I think 20.
To be honest,
Celsius,
it's quite warm. It's quite warm here. It's like 19, so it's like
that Celsius over there, bro.
17.
They got that
something.
Celsius. Y'all got that Celsius,
man.
Right?
Celsius and we drive on the left. Sorry.
Yeah. We're more of a degree and left hand drivers. Left-hand drivers, and we're more of a degree.
Definitely StreamYard, man. Like, I'm happy to run it, or Mario can run it on Wednesday, depending on what time you want to go on. I don't mind setting up for a little bit.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm set. I'll be there. I work from home. I got a computer in my room and a TV. I'm watching the game,
man.
I'll be on the game. I'll be on the game for sure. So, what is that? What is this score? What is this score right here?
2-0 to Sporting.
Jesus Christ. Oh well, man.
Thanks
for the subscription, brother. Man. Subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Winger. We'll put you on the wing. We'll take Everton out, put you in. Like,
yeah. We got a new winger now,
guys. Can I just say as well? Like, I know Mario's not here. We're 7 peeps away from the big 1,000. So fucking February, man. You know,
yeah, man. I know Mario's been itching to get a fucking commercial going.
I know people
he's like, dude, we get 1,000 followers, we can have a commercial. I'm like,
I think the main thing that Mario said, and I said this as well, is like, when you get to 1,000, you open up. I don't want to flex here, right? I've been there, and it opens up YouTube a lot. Especially, you get a lot more interaction with the chat. Like, you can have like them come in with it, like, is it polls or whatever it's called? Like, they can get their opinion in. You know, we can ask some questions and say, hey guys, who was your like man of the match today? And we can, you know, have it on the stream. So it's actually like, it's really nice. I always say live starts at 40, YouTube starts at 1,000. So, you know, 1,000 is definitely a huge step. So big up to the chat, big up to you guys, big up to everyone that has been here on and on. Making jokes, commenting, all sorts of stuff, man. I really do appreciate it. I think we all do. Mario couldn't be here today because he doesn't care about you guys, but you know, that's a different.
It's true. That's why it's funny. So thanks again. Look, thanks for joining us today, man. It's Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed the weekend. Have a good Sunday. There's American football on for you sports fans. Raiders play today at 5:00. Get your popcorn ready, man. It's gonna be a big year. I love it. Look, we got Claudio. Look, we got South Africa up in here, man. Love from South Africa. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, can I just say something? Okay,
of course you can.
It might be from South Africa, but that is a very Portuguese name. Claudio Brunhosa Pardal. Like
Pardal, yeah.
Big up Pardal, man. Like, damn.
Way to tongue tie him even out there in South Africa.
Look at us. We have a lot of South Africa, Canada, Portugal. Wingers in Portugal. Fair play. Blue Jays. Man, like
Melo's time. That's 5.
5 o'clock in Melo. Yeah. What are you doing tonight? Just give the chat a little taste.
Australia
in the house. Mad.
We got
Boston.
Virginia in USA. Boston.
That's so
Mass.
sick, bro. I'm in Little
Let's
Reading,
go.
you know, like.
Let's go.
We're
Where's
going to the beach?
where's our guy from Nepal at, bruh?
Nepal. Yeah, we had the guy
Where's
from
Nepal? Yeah, where's my boy from Nepal?
Yeah,
I haven't slept
Virginia.
since 3. That's what'll happen.
What's
That's what
what's
happens.
NJ? Is it New Jersey?
New Jersey. Yeah. Hey,
I know New Jersey
Dirty
from
Jersey.
from
He's out
How I
there in
Met Your
Dirty
Mother.
Jersey over there. We got Toronto.
Glenn
Toronto
Evans,
again.
Evans slept since 3. Big up the chat, man. See, Ontario, Canada, soon to be. Oh, Andrew's moving to Portugal. Fair play, man. You moving to Portugal? Toronto, baby.
Mozambique. We got Mozambique.
We got
Africa in the house, bro.
Yes.
Get out of here.
This
This is crazy.
That's a little
Brixton, South London, bro.
Hey,
Brixton sounds like he's in one of them hat gangs.
I know Fabs.
He's in one of them. That sounds like he's in one of them cool hat gangs. You know, like a Peaky Blinder kind of gang. Brixton, bro. Brixton, South
Brixton,
London,
man.
Bro,
This guy is from
432. That's a club
4231.
city.
Where's that? Is it America?
4321. No, it's a surprise. Hooray. Oh, that's the formation. My bad.
Yeah.
I thought it was a countdown. The crazy red card. Where are you? Is that my boy from Nepal? Where are you from, man? We got to put you.
That red card was a bit shambles. We've gone through it.
Hey, it is what it is.
But we've been screwed up so many times, bro.
Right, we didn't get that shit last year.
We've been
man.
like, I'll take it this year. I'll take it.
They owe us. They owe us, man. They owe us.
That's probably what it is. They thought, you know what, we owe these people. Like, let's give them some luck. But yeah, man, we'll be here Wednesday. We'll definitely be here Wednesday at some point in our new home. Yes, let's try and get Mario in here as well.
Yes.
So
get Mario up in here.
I can see his shiny ball head.
I can too, man. I can too. It's about time we get him on. Oh, we got Portugal. That's in Portugal.
PT.
Where else in Portugal? That's Portugal or Pacific time. Either one. Me being for me. So all right, man. It was a great show, Luis. Luis, man, it's always a pleasure, brother. I appreciate
always a pleasure,
appreciate you, man.
What are you doing? You going to the beach?
So we'll be. I don't know. I could. That's the beautiful thing. I could go to the beach at 2 o'clock.
I love how you said, I could.
I mean, I could. Yeah. I could go to a lake.
Yeah.
Maybe a reservoir, a quarry, a ravine. I could go fucking anywhere. Yeah. A small body of water. I got the waterfront. I live right by the ocean. Like legit, like the Bay Area. It's the ocean front. I got an ocean front. I got an ocean front condo, basically. Yeah, it's got a church, a school in the same neighborhood. It's a wholesome neighborhood.
You said that. The first image that came to my head was like 2.5 men, in this house in Malibu, and the beach in the back.
Yeah, I wish it looked like now. I wish I lived in the 2.5 men house. It doesn't look like that. But yeah, man.
Anyway, yeah. Sorry. Go on.
Peace. Hey, again, follow us, Benfica After 90 on Twitter. It's Benfica After 90.
Instagram as
YouTube,
well.
It's Benfica After 90.
Absolutely fucking crazy job there.
Gmail, Benfica After 90 at Gmail. It's all Benfica After 90.
Yeah,
so
OnlyFans.
Hard to find.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans. Yeah, Benfica After 90 OnlyFans. Yeah, all of that shit. Subscribe. Yeah, it's only $3. It's only $3 a month.
$3. Wow.
$3.
Feeling.
No, I thought for us. Oh, her? I didn't catch you. I was.
Yeah, she gets involved in OnlyFans. Yeah.
Oh, well then.
Gotta have that product.
Yeah, we gotta have that. Yeah.
$6.99.
I was thinking $19.99, but all right.
$19.99. That's $21.99.
That's a solid number. Yeah, it's a solid number. All right, fellas. We'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.